Good afternoon. My name is Ralph. I'm the Assistant Director of Student Development for Leadership Programs. Thrilled to be here with all of you this evening and to welcome you to our second annual Spotlight on Leadership, featuring an international hero and one of the friendliest leaders I have ever met in my entire life, and I've only known her for 10 minutes, Miss Somaly Mam. We're very grateful that so many of you are here today. Today's presentation is being co-sponsored by the Office of Student Development and the Center for Peace and Justice Education. Before we begin, I'd like to thank my director, Tom Logan, and Catherine Geddick for all of their hard work in putting this program together, and also the president of the university, Father Peter Donahue, for his support of all of our leadership initiatives on campus. We are very grateful. I'd also like to thank Dr. Sue Toten. Dr. Toten is a professor of theology and coordinator of our partnership with Catholic Relief Services, and she has agreed to help facilitate our Q&A after the smallest presentation this afternoon. We do have a limited number of copies of Miss Mom's book, The Road of Lost Innocence, available for purchase. You can take cash, credit card, or your wild card for $10. All of the proceeds will benefit the Somaly Mam Foundation. And Miss Mom has also agreed to sign books for about 15 minutes she'll have after the presentation and before dinner in the corner of the Villanova room over here. So help yourself after the lecture to get a book signed. If you're attending on behalf of the class, make sure you sign on the sign-in sheets upon exiting the Villanova room. And finally, as you exit, several student representatives from our Catholic Relief Services Ambassadors Group will be distributing information on ways to get involved after the lecture. If you're really interested in what Ms. Mom's discussing, there are plenty of opportunities for you to get involved in the community and at the university in this effort. As you may or may not know, a group of Villanova students recently returned from a winter break trip to Cambodia. They were thrilled to hear of Ms. Mom arriving, and I'm pleased to introduce one of our student leaders from the Cambodia trip, Mr. Sean Miller, who will introduce Ms. Mom this afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. As Ralph said, my name is Sean Miller, and I recently spent 2.5 weeks in Cambodia as a part of Villanova's service break trip program. Prior to traveling to Cambodia, I had spent time in countries like Rwanda, South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique, and studied problems that those countries have faced and continue to face today. Things like genocide, apartheid, malaria, and HIV/AIDS. All of these issues are problems that we've been aware of for nearly 20 years, and therefore there's a lot of research and information about each issue. Prior to my experience in Cambodia, I had never been in a country where human sex trafficking was such a large and complex issue. But upon arrival in Cambodia, I heard so many people talk about how widespread the problem is there. Human sex trafficking is currently the fastest growing criminal industry in the world, yet we hear so little about it here in the United States. It is one of those things that we've all heard and read about, but we do not fully understand what goes into the process of trafficking. Luckily, there are a few people out there like Somaly Mam, a woman who has been a part of the human trafficking industry, understands it, and most importantly, is doing everything she can to raise awareness to help prevent young girls from becoming victims of forced sex labor, both now and in the future. Somaly Mam was sold into sex slavery when she was 12 years old and was brutally raped and tortured on a daily basis. Upon watching her best friend viciously murdered, she decided she would no longer hold her silence and escaped her captors, but she vowed to never forget those she left behind. She has dedicated her life to saving victims, building shelters, and empowering survivors to become agents of change. Somaly estimates that she has touched the lives of over 7,000 victims. She has been recognized as a CNN hero, one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people, one of Fortune Magazine's most powerful women, a Glamour Woman of the Year, recipient of the World Children's Prize, and the U.S. Department of Homeland Security has honored her for her work. She has also participated in Davos activities, the Digital Life Design Conference, and the 2011 Newark Peace Summit, where she participated alongside the Dalai Lama. And now we would like to show a short video about the life and work of Somaly Mam.
In Cambodia, prostitution is illegal, but right now you can see everywhere they have the prostitute because of the corruption. The brothel owner, they force them to have sex, they hit them, we received a lot of violence. I remember when I was young, I was sold into the brothel. I was forced to have sex, and I was raped. But I need the people to help me. I need the people, but nobody helped me. My name is Somaly Mam, and my mission is like to help the victim to take them out from the brothel. Many of them, they have HIV/AIDS. Sometimes they cut themselves. Sometimes they try to suicide. I just say to them, you have your painful. Everybody treat you so bad. Why you treat yourself bad? It's not your fault. My work is so dangerous. You face the police who are corrupted. You go in the court. Sometimes they are so corrupted. I have a lot of people trying to destroy me everywhere. They trying. But I just want to say to them, no way. My organization, we have the counseling, we have organization, and saving, and blessing, and then give them opportunity to work, and then integrate them in the society.
I feel like I have a new life. I was so upset before. It seems like everything was destroyed. Now I have a new life.
I just want to give them love, for real. It's what I need.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Somaly Mam to Villanova.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy to see all of you here. My dream is to go to school. I can. And each time when I'm going to school to see them, young people like you, I'm so proud of you that you can go to school. I'm not jealous to be because I want to go to school too, but I have no time. So maybe next life, but I still have hope. You know, I just want to start. I'm not a hero. I'm just Somali, and still the same. And Somali is not even my name. Because I have been born without no name, no parents, no home, no food. And what I try to talk to the people, you know, rape and beating is my skin. It's hurt few minutes. But what is hurt me is mother. I remember one day I had been, the first day that I had been raped. I don't know, my age exactly, maybe 12 or 11 or 10, I don't know. I had all his rape and then I just want to bring it to my grandfather. I come back to home, he saw me all the blood. He just beating me. And I just feel like, why me? Why I cannot talk to my mother? At the same time, I look at I saw, because in Cambodia the house is, the village, the house is not closed. So you can see some kid, they hold their mother, they sleep, because in Cambodia we sleep together, right? In the family, we have a Cambodian family here maybe. We all share the room and sleep together. I saw all these kids around the mother. I was so disappointed because I don't have my mother. So this day that I tried to die, to commit suicide, I jumped up in the middle because I don't want to survive anymore. Like I was grow up in the jungle, and then I know how to swim. I know how to swim very well. So when I jump to the middle, I know how to swim, so I'm not dying. But I was so upset. I never forget this day. And then After I just live inside, but survive outside, that's not easy. And then I've been so I spent nearly 20 years in the brothel. I don't want to talk all this life. You have my books, you can research, you can. But what I want to bring you is like, sometimes when you face horrible life, you face very darkness thing. Don't fear, lose. Try to stand up. I know that a lot of my Cambodian people, even some of them is come and stay, but they have been surviving very hardly too. And I was surviving. So, what is Brussels look like in Cambodia? Dark inside. And then I never have idea about the daytime and nighttime. So my life died there. I have no connection because I'm like military. And then I don't speak my Cambodian. I hate the Cambodian people because they hate me. So I have no connection. And then one day a friend of mine, she looked a lot like me, dark skin. She's like monkey like me, you know. And then so I have a lot of connection with her. Because she knew she'd been sold, so her body, she's very young, so she cannot, so what if she tell me I cannot receive any client anymore? And then that is the night time that she behaving here in front of me. That is the day that, for me, I look at the brothel owner, I think enough now. I need to run away to take a girl and kill him. So this time, even right now, this time, did all of you thinking about human rights? Human rights here, for the country here, not in the brothel, not in the darkness, not with the victim. So it's not easy for us to talking about human rights. Right now you can escape from the brothel, but you might not. You know, when I was in the brothel, I never had idea to escape from the brothel. And you ask me why? Why? Why I had to escape? I have no parents. I have no hope. I have no mother. Who helped me to escape from the brothel? Who gave me hope? Who loved me? Even before when I was not yet in the brothel, you know, when I go to somebody else's house, they don't want me, they don't allow me to go to their house because I bring them a bad luck. Because my mother, she's known, she's ignorant. And because they're not get married, and so I'm just a kid who have been born with, I don't know, no one asking me to have been born. So at least in the brothel, I have some girl who we can share the story, they're the same story. So this day I have been leaving. Leave the brothel is not leaving to have life right my life now. So just leaving and take the girl and kill them. So I was running all night. Right in the morning, I just realized, after very angry, I just realized where I'm going, who helped me. I'm so lucky to have a man. So one thing that I want to share with you, don't be scared to say hello or to ask the people in front of you when she or he got upset. I don't know, just say hello. So this day, if I don't have this man who helping me, I'm not here today. I'm not helping others. So he come to me and then he talked to me. He's Switzerland. And he's speaking man. So he talked to me. First man who looked at me, he said, "You are so beautiful." I was laughing. Because I was like, my hair is so long, because I was in the brothel, no time for cut hair. And then he just told me, why don't you go to the hospital? Because my hair was affecting me, my body was all very ugly. And I look at him, why I have to go to a hospital? You know, I look at him very crazy. But I'm crazy, but I look at him very crazy because he asked me the question. So then we take time and then I talk to him, so he's the one helping me. So because of my life, I cannot forget for what I've been through. I always feel very disappointed, no hope. But I can try to sacrifice my last life for my family adoption. Because I know sometimes, I know one of the family who adopted me. Not really adopted, but when I had beaten by my grandfather and go to their house and they give me some food. And when I meet them, they're very poor, they have no food. So I just sacrifice my last life for them. So when I survive, I always survive for something. So today, you know what I start? I have until after this, Somaly Mam Foundation. In each center we have 300, no, not in each, 3 center we have 300 girls. Way more than 7,000 girls have been saved, not by me, by my team. We have also in Vietnam and Laos. So, what I want to share with you is about hope, is about forgiveness. I was always upset and very angry with everyone in front of me. I had it like 10 years in my body. I was so skinny because I hated people. When I see new men, lady people, I just feel like maybe they are something. But not today. Today, you teach me how to be good, how to be great, how is to love me, how is forgiveness me. And if you ask me where you learn from, I don't know. I learn from all of you instead, maybe. Because you give me love. Look at you, all of you are here when some of you stand up. You come here just to hear my story. I know that some of you come far away. And it's cold outside, right? I'm doing it because of my life. If I don't have this work, if I don't have this girl, I cannot survive. But you are here. And you're helping me, you're supporting us. That will make our life changing. So everything what I'm doing because of my life past very horrible. I just try to stand up. I recognize that I have been through many things. I never regret it. If you ask me, did I regret it? No. If I don't have this life, I'm not here today. I cannot save many of my kids. My inspired kid, my hero kid. So I knew that some student was in Cambodia. It's so sad that you are not coming to visit me. So I tell you, next time, please, next time, connect with us. After you have Silo here, you have Villanova here. I want you to go and share your experience at the center. Talk to the girl. You will inspire them. They will inspire you. And then all, you and them together, that we can change the world. And one thing also I just want to share with you also, I was just talking in the class. Before you come to help me, I know that a lot of people ask money how I can help you. I want you to help yourself first. So what is help yourself first? I want you to be happy. Happy for what you are. How lucky you are here. Instead, you have parents, you have friends, you go to school. And sometimes something just upsetting, you are very upset. And I saw you here, you are so stressed. Like, oh my God, why are you stressed? I was on my team, yesterday I had a meeting with my staff. Someone says, Maria, they're so stressed, they're like, oh, calm down. I mean, I don't want to get bigger. And then I have been here like 20 years, I never talk, 20 years, I never laugh. So, make everything, I need to laugh. Everything, we can always, every problem, we can always solve it when you are free. But when you get nervous, how you can solve the problem? Tell me. When you get nervous, did you solve your problem? Nothing. When you have problem, someone is going to drink. You go drunk, and in the morning you get headache. Not help at all. Yeah. So just try to be time can manage, time can help. You know, my single day, every day in Cambodia, I face a lot of problems. But I always try to be happy. I try to be happy. And I try to show my girl. It's so important for me to be happy because I have to show my little girl, you know, in the center we have 3 years old girl who is sold and raped. The younger one is 3 years old. 4, 5, one of them, she's 4 years old, she's been sold in brothel, she got HIV/AIDS, and she knew that one day she had to leave, she had to pass away. She's still going to school and happy and loving. So, we start what? First of all, we start to forgive. So, my life was, don't tell me about anything, my life was so horrible, so I try to forgive everything. So forgive the people in front of you. It's not for them. It's for yourself. It's for yourself. And make the people loving around you. Make the people whole. Make life easy. So when I arrive here, he asked me, somebody I do what? You tell me?
Nervous?
Are you tired? You never say, no. I'm just going to be with you. If you want to be nervous, we are all going to be nervous together. If you want to laugh, you laugh together. I make myself with you. To be easy, life. So that is life. So if you want to come and helping us, I just want you, all of you, thinking about how lucky you are here. No, sorry. Yes, take it.
Thank you so much.
No, I'm okay. Thank you. So, just being happy. Be happy for what you are. And then, you know what? After that, you can help. And also be confident. So if you want to arrive somewhere, something, you always have to be confident. And being confident is not easy. I don't know, I don't have education, maybe you have it, but I'm very confident for what I'm doing. So be confident, and then after you can start to help. But don't forget that every bad memory is not the last, I don't know how to say in English, the last thing, the last, right? The last of your life. Try to turn it good thing. My dad had been to Villanova, had been raped. I just turn it. You ask me, I forget it? I never forget it. I close my eyes, saw everything. I never forget it. But I just try to survive what I have been through. Every day, my memory, right. So I don't want to see the girl in front of me, or the boy, or the people in front of me have been raped. So I try to help them. It's what I'm doing right now. And it's what more my team, and us in my country, Cambodia too, because we were suffering a lot. And then try to laugh. You look at me so serious. So serious. Right? So just try to be like this. And then if you can have time, if you can come to Cambodia, I try to invite you to come to the center, not at the same time, huh? Not at the same time. Try to manage it well. If you come at the same time, no place. No food. So try to come, try to manage a time with people here. I want you to see them. I want you to share your life with them. And then October, I talked to you, October I bring 12 of my kids come to United States. So I really want them to meet you. And because last 2 years we coming here, they was in boys' school, girls' school, and the girl made inspire them. They were so happy. And then talking about my work you can go to the website, you can go to the internet, and you can see everything. So everything done right now is not because of me, because of my team. I have a very great team in state or in Cambodia itself. They do everything. They manage a lot of things. My work every day in Cambodia right now, just go to the browser, save the girl, and be with the girl. Try to talk to them, try to empower them to escape from the browser. And empower the little baby who want to enter, empower them to go to school. More than 10 years right now, I have my girl going to law school. She's studying in law school. And one of them, she wants to be a doctor. So now she's graduated at school, and next year they have 4 girls graduate high school. And I have 2 girls last year, right? Last year 2 girls have been invited by Washington DC, by the government for the leadership. So when I saw them, when we said that she was 6 years old, today she's 20, she's traveling alone, she's speaking like a bird all the time. She was in state, she was in Washington, she made noise. She made noise because after she leave, I received a lot of email from her, from the people who meet her. And then that is hope. That is hope. And that is energy. So I know you will ask me, what does your energy come from? Come from them. And these kids are so brave and quirky. They never ask me anything. Anything I give them, they're always happy. And they learn how to be happy for what they are. They learn how to forgive it. They learn how to hug. They learn everything. And today we have the foundation here. We have 6 people working in the United States, and you can keep connection with them. And then we have good project, we call Project Future. It's for the young people like you. You can get involved. I know that this month, right? This month we have some group who going to Cambodia for the bike ride. So each of you cannot do everything at the same time. Each of you can do one thing. Start right now. Don't start tomorrow. And start quite young is good, because after I get to like 100 old. But we have, this project is very good for all of you. So you can go to our website, somaly.org, and you can help. And I helping them is not, in the world where it's not just me, it's not just IDC, it's not just the foundation. We have a lot of great associations who working in the field work, who are very good people that you can help them. And that is great experience for you and the young people. Start right now. Start to help the people in front of you. Start to be social. More you give, more you got. You give a lot of people, you got it. Right? Don't be scared to give. And I don't know if you have a question, and if I'm enough, and if you don't want to say anything, if you want to hear something, we can go directly to the question. Don't make me 20 minutes relax. I'm here for you. If you have a question regarding to the victim and how to help them survive at the center, you can ask me, but don't ask me about the political in Cambodia because I never voted, I don't know. Yes, I don't know. My mission is just to help the girl and make them better life and live, so. Already question?
Ms. Mam has agreed to take questions from you, so there are 3 microphones. So can we ask you to line up, and then she'll call on you.
I can hear it. No, almost went up. Yes. Nicely, he can also sit down there.
Hi, Somaly. Whoa, that's loud. I know that the sex trafficking is a very complex issue, and in Half the Sky, Bennett Christoph, he talked about how raids often are not successful. What do you think is the first step, not the total solution, but the first step towards combating this problem and making it not continue in the future?
So first of all, you have to learn about the trafficking. So pick up any informations, and then don't be scared. A lot of people, I know that a lot of people, they're like, it's so heavy story, we don't want to hear that, it's making me traumatized. They're all scared about this. How about that they've been through? So just don't be scared and start to pick up all the information if you want to know it well. And then you know what? What's happened in my country? What's happened here in the United States? It's not just Cambodia. Traffic is around the world. So I know that some of you will have the kid, educate them, being already. My own kid have been kidnapping and sold in the brothel. I was educator, she knew it, but she still had been kidnapping for a day. But because she knew it, she tried to fight. If she don't know it, she has been trafficked to Thailand. Yeah, learn about that.
Hi. Thank you so much for being here. I just feel really honored to be in your presence. Could you help us understand what it looks like when you and your team go into a brothel and you say you rescue a girl? Because I can't imagine you walk in there and say, "Hi, we'd like to take your girl with us."
No.
And they're like, "Okay." I imagine it's a little bit more complex than that. If you could just kind of explain that process a little bit, I'd be grateful.
Great. We have our team, we have all the networking. So we have the team we call outreach team. Outreach is most of the women working there as a survivor before. Like I told you myself, I still go into the brothel. First of all, trying to empower this girl to escape from their mind, because they are broken like mine said before. Secondly, we have the peer education, which means like we meet some girl who's still in the brothel. She don't want to escape because she get old, because she get HIV/AIDS, because she's drug educated. So she's our peer education. We notify them. They can work with us. So we have our team. They are like the watchdog. So when something happened in the brothel, example, recently on July and August. On August, I had information from my team tell me, from the peer education, the girl was in the brothel. She just called me, she say, "I saw the Vietnamese girl, she was in the brothel, she's new. She's very new, can you help her?" So I wasn't there, I was there. But I'm not going there as money. I'm just going there just thinking and, I find my way to go. And then I meet her. I meet the little girl. I have my iPad, they don't know that, maybe right now they know. iPad, I take her some picture. And then I come back to my office and I ask my investigation, because we have our own investigation. So with the picture, with the browser name, they know how to go. So they go back to the browsers, they identify. So of course she's Vietnamese. I understand Vietnamese, but I cannot speak. So our team speak Vietnamese. So he going to make investigation with her. They going is not as investigation, they going as a client, but no sex. No sex with the girl. So when they complain, they come back to me. They just tell me, "Somaly, the browser is so big browser, we cannot accuse her. It's good, it's a big." So it make me August, September, October. So I know it's not easy, but I tell my staff, I am crazy. You have to know that. I know it's impossible, but I tell them it's possible. They tell me impossible, I say possible. So I just going. So I meet with the leader of the police, I meet with everyone, because I want to save this girl. She's never lived in my mind, because when I saw her, I remind all my girl. And then October, when all the documents is finished, so we work close with the police. We choosing which police we work with. And then after we go back, that is what Nick Christoph have been survived with me. So I tell him, so don't go with me, you lose your life. He tell me, we have been surviving very badly together. Just 1 minute difference, he and I, we kill us. So when we go with the police, saving the girl, and I feel like something happened, tensions, I tell him, Nick, you have to go right now. We have to move in the car right now. He tells, and then he tweeted me. He said, Nick, not today, you are in the brother now. So he said, sorry, can I tweet it? Nick, you're going to be here. And he said, tweeting. So he jumped up on the car. It's like just 1 minute, like we saw like 2-3 cars of the military in the border, like 75 military come across. He was so scared after. But that is our work. So our work is channeled, we have a lot, in each province we have our network, we have our people. It's not just about the staff, because we don't have a lot of staff, but we identify the girl who are in the brothel, who don't want to live, and she's our partner. She can give us all information. It's okay? Thank you.
Hi, Ms. Mam.
Somaly, please not Miss Mam, Somaly.
Hi, Somaly. Thank you for being with us. You had mentioned Nick Christoph and some of your allies in different provinces that work with you, but you had mentioned earlier in the video about that there's a lot of corrupt officials and corrupt police. So who are some of your allies? What organizations within Cambodia or internationally are the ones that help you the most?
You know, we, after more than 10 years, we identify the good police that we can work with. So UNICEF have been set up, we call anti-trafficking police. They make very great job. And also we work with IGM, Mission, like Justice Mission International, right? They are American. They based in Cambodia. We work with them, and we work with a lot of people. Apol, actor. Yeah, a lot of that. The name is Cambodian, so I can give you in English. So we work a lot with them, but I tell you, we identify the group of the police who have been helping by UNICEF, forming by UNICEF. And then these police, they learn, they are very good police. They are not very, very good, but some of them are good. You know, sometimes when you know that it's very corrupted and you walk away, how about the girl in the brothel? So they are corrupting, I don't care, I have to push them to be non-corrupted. So we have to be with them. So more than 10 years, right now the government, they recognize our work, and it makes the police aware of us too. You have work in Cambodia, if you want to stay longer, you have to be non-political. So I never care about that. I just care about my girl. I never care about any political. If they are corrupted, I'm not working away from them. I'm going with them and try to make them out of corrupted. Try to see them, try to bring them the reality. So bring them to the center, listen to the girl. So we work very close with UNAIP. We had a program that we have 12 survivors who going with this program with the police, military, talking about their life, sharing with the police. So, you know, you police in front of the little kid, in front of the survivor talking about their own life. So some way you get them understanding. But you need to have patience, compassion.
Somaly, I'd like to introduce you to, I think it's 6 Sisters of the Holy Rosary, who are co-founders of a home for trafficked women in Philadelphia. I think Sister Tari would be their spokesman. The name of the institution is Dawn's Place. It is a place where judges, seeing that arrested prostitutes are not voluntarily prostitutes, have agreed to send the young women. I think Sister Tari could tell you something about it, if she would, please.
Please, can you share?
We've committed ourselves to women who have been trafficked for commercial sex work. Our women are older, they're not children, they're older women. And it seems as if there's more happening in this country for children than there are for the older women. So once the woman is 18, what happens to her? So they are the women that we are trying to help. We have two streams of women. We have internationally trafficked women, and we have women, domestic women, that have come to us basically through the court system. No, not domestic violence. They have been prostituted and raped and all those things, but not, no. There are facilities for domestic violence. There are facilities for women who have been abused, but there are not facilities for women that are now recognized and designated as having been trafficked. And that's what we're trying to attend to.
Anything that I can do to help and go to see them, please. Big Mo, I want you to connect with her. You know what? After I go back to Cambodia soon. So please keep connecting because tomorrow I'm going to meet also survivor of sex trafficking in the United States too. And then when I'm here, I just try to meet all the survivor because you know what, the survivor here is not the same than survivor in our country. In our country, we have no time to thinking about ourselves. We just need to stand up, working and fit. So sometimes we need to encourage them here. I meet some survivor from Texas. We keep a lot of connection with them. And then maybe we can also empower the survivor to work here with. Yeah.
One of the things that we really would like to address is the root cause. And we're trying to work with establishing the possibility of what they call a John school for men who have been prostituting women, that they have to recognize that their culpability, because it's the women that are punished. The women that wind up in prison and there's nothing once they get out of prison, so then they just get back in the same cycle. So we'd like to look at the root cause of trafficking and prostitution.
In our foundation here in the United States, we have one of survivors who have been trafficked from France to stay, and she's working with us. So anything we can help you. I'm not guaranteed that I'm here because I go back to Cambodia, but if I'm here, you manage. So she's the one who, my boss, she managed me. And if I can take them, then it's great.
Hi, Somaly. I was wondering if you could speak a little bit about being a woman in Southeast Asia and holding, like, you're trying to make changes and you're working with officials, but like, what are some problems you face as a woman and trying to make these?
I don't understand. Can you please again? I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I was wondering if you can speak a little bit about being a woman, like, and being in a leadership position in Southeast Asia. Like, how do you face any problems, especially being a woman? It's even more difficult because you're a woman.
I think you are Asian, so you know it better.
Yeah. So then, like, can you talk a little bit about how you, like, what are your solutions? Like, how do you combat facing discrimination as a woman?
I'm not woman like other women. I'm not like them. You have to know one thing. I am ethnic minority. I grew up in the jungle. So when I was in Cambodia, I had been sold already in the brothel. I never speak Cambodian language. So my first language is no, second is Muslim, and then third is Cambodia. So for me, you know, when I start my NGO, I meet some women in Cambodia, of course, Cambodian Asia. They're very serious. They make themselves very serious. And it's not easy to connect with them. First of all, culture. So, I don't know, they hate like military like me. They don't want to talk to because I don't have educations, because I'm not come from the big family. So it's a lot of very big discrimination. You know what? I never care. I never care about when I'm going to talk to the woman, she don't talk to me, I'm going again, I talk to her again. If she don't talk, I talk again. I never care about who don't talk to me, who want to talk to me or not. I just make my mission what I want to go. So when I start officing with my girl, I start to meet with the government women official because I thinking that women have more emotional because they are women, they're the baby, and then I think that they are better understand. It's not easy, I tell you, it's not easy. So for me, I have a lot of connection with men too. With men are better than. And then today they understand, but they understand because I have been recognized from the international. But before that, never. And I tell you, when I have Queen of Spain going to Cambodia to meeting me, one of the women in the government, they look at me, you was in the brothel, why do you know the Queen of Spain? And the Queen of Spain tell her that I'm her best friend. So it's still very bad. So it's very hard for me. I have been recognized in international with the women. I have very good connection with the women international, better than the women in my own country. And then 2 years, right? Miss Hillary Clinton's going to Cambodia. She flew directly to my center. And she have a speech. She says, Somaly, she's my best friend. And then, I was in state. They called me, Somaly, your best friend is Hillary Clinton? I think, yeah. And they tell me, why you don't tell me? I said, why I have to tell you? So it is not easy. It is not easy. So right now, since Miss Hillary Clinton, Miss Obama, Queen of Spain, and December we have Susan Sarandon was there, and my friend was there. They all they're there. They are not active. For me, they are my best friend. Susan, she's my best everything. So I love her as Susan. I'm not loving her because she's actress. When I know her, I never knew that she's actress. And then when they saw it, and they come back to me, I don't know, they come back to me, they want to meet actress or not, but for me, I never make difference. I have been invited by the White House. Next week, I have to meet with Obama. For me, I never make everything difference. He's human, you are human. I'm happy to be with you here because I can be normal. I don't know how I'm going to be next week with Obama. I don't know. But I know that his wife, she's very good. She was talking to me. She's very empowering. She's very good. So I never look at people top or down. Every single people in front of me, I respect them. And I love them for what they are.
Hi, you mentioned that there's sex trafficking in the United States. I was just wondering if you could tell us some more about that, like if you know of any regions that it's prevalent in, or even if there's like a certain time of the year that, more women get trafficked than not.
I think the best information you have to go to TIP report, TIP project. You can go to the website. Because TIP report, I think they report on 68 countries, more than 60 countries. And they have all the clear which country are more trafficked. I cannot give you, I'm sorry, but go into the TIP report because they work around. I'm just in Cambodia, Vietnam, and that, but I best really in Cambodia. And every single day they get in Cambodia. Sorry.
I saw a report somewhere where they said Super Bowl Sunday is the most highly trafficked day of the year. So that's coming up this Sunday.
Hi, Somaly. Thanks for being here. I was just wondering, once the girls are removed from the brothel and brought to your center, how long they're allowed to stay and what the recuperation process is?
Right. Good question. Where we have 3 centers. We have 2 centers, we call vocational training center. So when they come to the center, some of them they can quit very fast. They can heal very fast. So it's 1 year to 2 years. And then they have the training, and we have psychology, we have counseling, we have everything in the center. My team, they're working very well, not me.
We have also one center we call Cambodian Center, where you have to keep 3, 4, 5 years old kids. So for me, they are my kids, and they stay ever. They go to school. Some of them, they stay more than 10 years with me, otherwise they graduate high school. And then we have very specific program. So they go to school like everyone. And after school, we have also library, we have also English school, we have also computer training. At the same time, in Cambodian Center, what I learned from them, because my kids have been abused sexually. So of course, when they go to school, they receive the discriminate from the people in the village. So what they know, they are very clever to reintegrate themselves to the society. So in the center, we have, we have like the building, like 3-floor building. And then like in village in Cambodia is no computer, no internet, but we have it in our center. So we open for all the kids in the village come to the center, and then our kids teaching them. So our kids they speak English better than them. So they teach them English, they teach them computer. We have also a library that we can read for them. So we have like 280 kids who come from, boy and girl, come from the village around, come to Afasib to learn. So we have very busy schedule for this kid. But you have to go and see yourself better than I talk.
Sorry, I just really like the microphone, I guess. You very casually mentioned earlier that you just forgave the people that raped you, and I'm having trouble sort of wrapping my brain around that. What did that process of forgiveness look like for you? Like, how long did that take, and can you speak to that?
Very long.
Please?
It's very long. I think I have been here on 2006 in Spain. I love you here. You are here so great. Okay, hi, how are you? Great, and hugging. And then, because I saw also, reality in my work, I have been helping my men a lot. Like I told you, in my country, when I go to the women's, I'm not going better. So I have also men helping me. And then on reality, it's not all bad men. We also great men. So I have one guy, his name Emmanuel Colino, he's French. And then when he comes to work with me, I hate him. And he hates me too, because I hate him. But he proved me day by day, he's very young. He's 23, 24. He just finished school. And then he proved me, he teach me, he's, he's very passionate. And then after I know 2 guys in state, one is Nick Lund, one Jared, they are also quite young, 23, 24, they was in Cambodia. And look at them, and I meet a lot of people, they are good. And then before when I tell you, I sit with men, I just feel like very badly. And then after I just realized that, the brothel owner are women. The client are men. If this time we just say, yes, it's men's fault, and men say, yes, it's women's fault, how we can resolve the problem? So men show me that they are good men. Women teaching me that their husbands are good. So I don't know where. But after I have been here, and I have all the friends, a lot of friends, and men and women, both of them, or lesbian, or everything is welcome in my life. But it's process very long. But my girl, they are better than me. Better than me because when we start at the center, it's very hard. It's very difficult. But day by day, we have students from abroad. We have the people. We have the visitor. We have a donor. We have who visited in the center, participate live with the girl. We have the By Right project, who are a lot of them are men and young. They go to the center, they listen to the girl's story, they was crying, and then they also telling their story to the girl, and then they love the girl as their sister. And then I think everything is naturally. So now it's very naturally, it's like
when the new girl arrived, few weeks later, she's learned from older girl. We have already model in the center, so give loving and give hugging and give like, so every single year we have the student from Singapore going to the center like 2 weeks and share each other. We have also Texas student, and then we have which university were in state was Stanford going also to the center. So we have, so why I tell you, men are so important role with this work. Women cause, but it's problem altogether. And if you want to changing men, you have to have men in your group if you are clever. So we have a lot of men now.
So I was wondering what resources you have available for the health of the girls after you've remembered them. What resources you have for the health? How do you handle their health? You said that a lot of them come out with HIV and AIDS. How do you handle those?
I have my team. We have a doctor. We have all the team working on that. You know, I'm not the director of the program. We have the great director who have been educated. I'm not educated. I'm just a mother of the girl. So my work every day going to save the girl. I know how to do it. Fighting in front of the Barcelona, I know how to do it. Run away from the gun, I know how to do it. But all management, I don't know how to do it. So we have very good management. And then we have Rickmore, we have the team here. So we have all the process. And then you can, Rickmore, maybe you can explain more about this work. She's better than me. But we have all the system. I tell you, we have all the system. Every single people come to the center, they teach me. And they teach the staff, they empower the staff.
We're just going to take one more question.
Hi, how are you? I was just wondering how you came up with the idea of a center. Did you just, was the goal to help the girl, or was the goal to make this and then help the goal and it was a work in progress? My thoughts.
It really come by naturally. Like my life before, I was in the brothel. And then after I married with a guy that I never tell him that I love him, and he know. And married with him because I want to help order, but never have idea for the center. So when I'm with him, I always go to the brothel, talking to the girl. That's my life, you know. And I know how to do it. I cannot go in the market to buy something because first of all, I don't have money. Secondly, it's not interesting for me. So I'm going to the brothel, and then day by day, I have many girls come in my house. And then day by day, I know the people who are working too. So they helping me. So I know people from UNICEF, from Save the Children. So arrive one day, I have 12 girls in my house, and then at the same time, I have my baby. My husband is French. We have just one room in the house. Imagine you 12 people in my house. My husband get very upset with me. He say, we have to divorce. Or you leave or you take your girl out because we cannot survive with 12 girls in my house and they are all crazy. So then he tell me, yeah, of course they are very traumatized with drugs, so they pee everywhere, they, you know. And then I have the same time the baby and I have to cook for her, I have everything. And then I feel very sad because I don't want to get divorced and I want to have everything. I want to have the girl too. I have a guy, he was working with UNICEF and he know me, but he don't know that I am prostitute in the brothel or who I am. But after when he knew that I'm just going there to help the girl, and he tell me, okay, we can help you. So I have some friend, foreigner friend. So Robert is from the United States. He was working with Padai. And John Anderson, she worked with Save the Children UK. So she borrowed me the house. And Robert borrowed me some money. And I have some friend give me rice. And then I have some friend give me machine. And then I go back to the village and ask my mother adoption because she was also selling the brothel to her life. So she's a teacher. So I asked her to come to help me. At the same time, I have a sister adoptive. She had been beaten by her husband all the time, and her husband have another wife, so it's a good time for me to take her away, right? So she came with me, so we start like this. I'm not realize that we have the center right now, you know. So it start really like, I do what I know how to do. And then after everyone teaching me, so it's come like this. It's not my idea. It's everyone's idea. And then one thing I want to share with you, everything in artistic, in the Somaly Mam Foundation, all the ideas come from the ground. It's mean come from the victim, from the girl. So every years, 2 years, all the girls they are together, 3 center, and they make evaluation on our project, and they make recommendation to our association every single year. And December, the bike ride I told you from Australia, from United States, they group all together and we collect the idea from the girl, what the girl want us to do for them. So that is the idea from the girl, and then after with this idea we bring up, and we have the young people from Australia, from state, and help us to, you know, to manage how to be better. So with the girl idea and your idea combined together, and we have also like some professional who go in there, and then, you know, we have been also criticized for the good thing. And I always welcome for any criticize. So otherwise I would like to invite you to come to the center and help me to be better. I'm not perfect. Disaster I am. Nothing more can follow all of you to set all the ideas, set up all the ideas. So we are open in the center. We open any comments from you to help the girl, because what we want, we just want to help to save the girl and to make them better lives. So if you want to make them better life, you have to follow a lot of ideas from the girl or from the people around you. So I never get scared to get comments, critics side from everyone, and help me, teach me to be better. Thank you. Thank you.